Welcome back to Vegas Live with Ninon. You know, it's amazing. These weeks just fly by, and it's like I just did last Tuesday, and now we're back here again at the Pepper Mill. Absolutely amazing. I have Constanza with me. It's an unusual name, and we're going to find out what it is. Constanza is in the entertainment business, and your company is called?
We're called Everything Entertainment Production Event Company
Everything
for corporate
Entertainment
events. Yes.
Production Company, which means that's kind of a long stretch.
Yes.
Because everything in production, you've got production has a big market, and then you've got the PR has a big market,
Correct.
which you do probably.
Yes.
And then you have the bookings, which is even another bigger market. Do you also do management?
We do. We do.
Are you an agent as well as a manager?
You know, we are asked that all of the time, and people would like us to. We were approached a lot, but we have found that we do not want to be responsible just because this is such a variety type of a business. So it's really hard, as you understand, to just promise people. A lot of these people come from out of town.
I would never promise anybody in the entertainment business anything.
Exactly, but a lot of times I get this.
Not because of me, if I was managing them, because of them. I don't know what they're going to do on an interview.
Exactly.
I mean, you don't know they're going to say how they could be great in front of you and freeze up in front of an interview, and then you get sued because they didn't get the job.
You're right, exactly. And you exactly mirror how I feel. And this is why we are really considered a full-service event production company. We choreograph, we do, and we supply to a lot of the large...
I don't think she's doing many events right now.
No, we are not, but we have a plan. We do have a plan.
What's your plan?
Well, you know, this is, I was born and raised in Las Vegas, and I've seen a lot of the changes. We lived through the changes that took place in 2008. It affected us in the same way.
Yeah, the real estate
it was
disaster.
Really, exactly, and I really, and a lot of my dear friends are in real estate, and we all experienced the same type of drastic hit, and so, but we're survivors. Strong women like us, we're survivors.
We survive. I had a lot of I also do real estate. I've been doing real estate. I'm not going to say what year because that'll age me, but for many years. And obviously it affected me. I was, went dun, dun, dun. Each one was like falling. It was like dominoes. And I thought, hey, stop the domino game.
Exactly.
But that was, if I'm not mistaken, that was all connected to the banks.
Yeah.
And I did not realize that this was...
And the housing market crashed.
Well, the banks are the housing market because you can't have a house unless you have a loan. If you can't get a loan unless you're in a bank.
Exactly.
So, it's like a little circle going around. So you survived 2008.
We did, and we had to restructure as we are doing now. We had a big, huge, large office with studios, photography studios. The reception area. It was a 2,000 square foot office, and it was we had to give that up. Now we basically had to restructure again, and we still have two offices. We have an office in Orange County, Newport Beach as well, in Mexico City, and here in Las Vegas. This is our main office here. Yes, and we have a large.
Is your background Mexican?
My father was a bullfighter, and he's from Mexico City.
I've never interviewed a bullfighter. Is your father still alive?
He is.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe we can find out what the bullfighting is all about. I love bullfighting because in Spain as well they have it.
Exactly, and my family background is from Andalusia, so we have the real Spanish background from the southern part of Spain, Andalusia. But my family, I have a lot of family in Mexico City. I still have family in Spain as well. My husband, who is Basque background but born in Mexico City, and he has a very interesting background as well. But my mother was a showgirl here in Las Vegas. She was inducted into the show business Hall of Fame in 2017. A
lot of these dancers are coming back again,
and she's 93 years old.
She's 93.
Yes,
she's still
in
alive?
fact, she signed this for you today,
look at this.
And this is Showgirl Gloria White. She has her own little website as well. It's showgirlgloriawhite.com.
Look at that. Isn't that fabulous?
It's precious. Yeah, she's an original. She's been here. I know the interviews about everything entertainment, but my mother is a lot of the reason why that I developed this business and
Watching
it's just,
her and seeing what she was doing and how
it's in the
sort of-
blood.
it's
You
in
know,
the-
I was at one time when I was a lot thinner and younger. I was a flamenco dancer, and I also was in show business as well. I
and
took
the
acting.
castanets, did you do the?
I did, I
love
did,
those.
and I
have to wonder how they control the feet and the hands all at one time.
I
It
danced
works.
with the Gypsy Kings. I had the opportunity to
Quite
dance
a
with
background
the
you've
Yes,
got.
and
So
I
this
have opera
forms-
background as well, and acting.
in acting as well, but I'm also going to mention she's in politics as well, but we're not going to kind of talk about politics. You said you just got back from Washington.
Yes.
I think everybody just got back from Washington, and if they're not going to probably go back there again because it's in a bit of an upheaval at the moment.
It is.
Nobody knows where they're going. Nobody knows well, there is one president still. We still have one president, but we seem to
We
have
do,
we
and
seem
he
to have two
needs to be
presidents at the
respected,
moment.
and I respect him.
Yes.
And I think that it's very important for everyone that is in show business, and here in Las Vegas especially. I think our economy, was thriving and booming before this unfortunate pandemic.
Yes.
And our business was off the charts busy. We had international events. We do national
Wow.
events as well, and so we were devastated. And I think right now we just want a peace in the country. We all need to come
What do you
together.
think of the COVID thing? Do you think it's
I think that there's a
is it
lot
for
of.
real, or is it all of a sudden it bounces up in
You
this
know,
city, but doesn't bounce up in that city?
I have a lot of friends and family in Spain, and I'm in touch with Europe quite often, and so it is real. I think that we all know it's real. We have to take
I
precautions.
think it's another we
But-
have a flu every year, a different
Yes.
flu every year, and this is just another flu. That seems to be stronger. This seems
I don't want to step into a doctor realm and
No, we're not
claim,
doctors.
but
We're in the entertainment business.
But I have a lot of friends that are surgeons and doctors and chemist friends as well, and I think that we have an opportunity right now to learn from this, and we can get our economy back on track.
course we can.
Absolutely,
We're people.
because
We're people.
and the
So
other
that's what we do.
Yeah, and I think that there's a lot of measures that can be put in place. I was with President Trump on the 13th at the round table as a businesswoman here in Las Vegas on this 13th of September, and I had 2 COVID tests taken, and they were done and completed and very reliable within 15 minutes. So I think that we can do that with hotel guests here in Las Vegas. We can have the temperature tech, tech take it's just a machine, just like the camera. We can have that from 20
and I
feet
have to
away.
wonder why
So there's so many
there's
implements.
some places you don't get a result for 10 days, there's another place you don't get it for 2 days, and there's another place you get it in 5 minutes. None of that kind of makes sense to me,
No.
but I'm not a doctor. As you said, you're not a doctor. I don't
And
know
I
how
agree with you,
this
yeah.
applies. I don't know why it's so different sometimes that they've got to change it, or I don't know what they do. A test is a test.
Exactly, and I
So
think
I
that a
don't
lot
know.
of it does boil down to the governorship of each state, and
I
we
think
have
so,
all
but-
experienced that because I just came back from Washington D.C. and there's I have been very active. I do have a grassroots program that's separate from everything entertainment, but it's given me the opportunity. That the one thing about the pandemic is it's given me the opportunity to actually develop some other areas of my of interest that I've always had that I never had time for.
So
'Cause
now you've got time for all that. So you've actually put your entertainment business not to one side because you're still trying to keep that going, but it's not as busy as it was. Whereas we've got the election and whatever we have, I don't know what it is anymore. It's a bit of a mess.
But the one thing I tell people, our business is still up and running strong as far as our marketing concept. We have, for example, I'll tell you, we have rethought a lot of the type of talent that we're going to be presenting for, the corporate events that we do, but also for the events that are more social. We didn't do so much of that before, but now we are offering more weddings and special events.
Wonderful.
So we have a robot, for example. It's perfectly.
Is that the bride or the groom?
Well, it's a 9-foot tall robot. It's called Night Raider, and we just we had it specially made in Tennessee, and we had it booked one time, and then this whole we had it booked like crazy. We were so excited about it,
and they would want to use it more now than ever before.
I think so. So exactly, it's safe. It's it's a great marketing tool. It's digital. It's very impressive.
Why did you have that made?
We had that made because we're inventive type of people. We're always looking to make our business stronger and basically have a new wow factor that we can add for conventions, trade shows. But right now, this is we thought okay, what it's a little difficult to have just close-up magic or a big show like we're used to doing.
Magic, so you've got to have a partner, you've got to have somebody. But if they're wearing the mask and everything,
I agree. But a lot of these big companies, they still want to have that big social distance.
Well,
so
I think they have to abide by the rules,
correct.
Otherwise they get shut down on something else. So they're trying to be very strict on their rules. And I've often asked them, why are you so strict on your
Yes.
rules? Why are you doing this? And they say, well, if we'll get shut down and this will happen and this happens. So I respect it and understand it.
Sure.
So, unfortunately, it is how it is.
Yeah.
And we all have to go. We're still people. We're
Correct.
still living. We're still going to survive. We might not be spending as much money or making as much
Right.
money, but maybe this is something.
It's a reinvention.
But maybe
yeah.
this is pulling us all back because money started controlling all of us
This is
in
true.
a dramatic way
Yeah.
that none of us really minded.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we were losing the scope of life. What is life all about? It's all about money?
More
No.
personal relationships. I think that
Are coming along now. I think people
Absolutely,
are sort
yeah.
of coming into it. So,
It's so
what's
true.
your move now in what are you really heading for? Apart from the robot, what are you heading for in your entertainment business?
Well, we have so many. The wonderful thing about Everything Entertainment is that we've been very unique and a very imaginative type of company. We always think outside of the box. We've done that since day one. We've been in business for 22 years, and we are doing what we don't have a lot of competition. So that's the one good thing. We're not just, we obviously can
kind of on your own.
Well,
which is cool.
And we produce and develop all. We have a large warehouse, so we have produced and developed all of our costumes, all of our props, all of our unique, one of a kind. For example, this is a living table, and we have several themed living tables where the girl walks around, and you can have giveaways. You can have hors d'oeuvres on there that are even wrapped individually, so they're very safe and socially.
And these
distant.
are things we start learning to do, of wrapping
Yeah.
something individually
Yeah.
and standing our distance. It's so funny when I go out and I see people coming along and I sort of either go to the left or then they go to the left and then I go, and it's like, but we play this kind of game and then we look at each other and we smile.
Sure.
So there is a connection there. It's not trying to ignore them, it's just trying to do
Correct,
the right
right,
thing.
right.
So we do kind of get whereas that another time you would have just walked right past and never even noticed them there.
This is true.
But
This is
now
true.
there is a little type of connection going on, which is really quite nice.
I think that's important.
You
for
always
sure.
give that little smile of, whatever, and I think it's rather cute actually. I think it's rather
Right.
cool. So you've got this passing around.
We basically we have so much. I'll invite everybody if I can share my website with.
Of course you can,
Okay.
everybody. I know
It's
you're the world.
everythingentertainment.cc, not .com. So it's everythingentertainment.cc, and you can see so much of what we have. We have these big, tall, 10-foot glamazons, we call them, that are huge, incredible presence of elegant, different themed, costumed
So
ladies
you put
that
the
we
whole
have.
theme
We
together
produce.
yourselves.
We
you
produce. Yeah.
produce. So you have a whole staff.
We have a whole entire, it's just incredible.
So this could be
it's
something.
very exciting.
This could be something new for you by doing this individual with a sixth thing apart. You could actually produce something very beautiful.
We do,
for something.
and
You're
we've
still
been doing that. Yeah, absolutely. We've been doing
So
that.
you've caught on to something that you didn't do before, but you did do it.
We have always had. Here's the plus with our company is that we've always had incredible wow factor elements that are not just typical. It's very easy for us to, it's just like a great bakery. You can have your basic sugar cookies, which would be, maybe a trio or a wrap pack, which is, very common here in Las Vegas. And we know them all. We've worked with them all. We always, work
So
with
you're
the best
very
of the
unique.
best. We are everything.
'Cause
We
you
really
have
are
everything.
entertainment. So, yeah.
Then that's why they call themselves Everything Entertainment, is because if you want to have a party or a shower or a musical, or you want whatever, you want to have a wedding, I guess you could do weddings as well. probably.
Absolutely. That's what's great is we have done the largest of events for up to 50,000 people in attendance at a convention
Going to
trade
get
show.
50,000 people to burst your bubble. Well, I don't think you're going to get
Not
any
now.
50,000
So
people right now.
The wonderful thing is that we are so accustomed to production, so we are able to produce, create, and design specifically
All
for
in house,
your.
all in one. So the person,
Correct.
which is absolutely fabulous. So a person doesn't have to go over here to get the food. You will arrange that too.
Absolutely.
So
We even
you
do
are-
drone. What's great is
Drones.
we even have, we are literally everything entertainment. So if a client wants something really out of the box, like we've been asked to do, really unique, out of the box, huge production designed to, very intimate events for 10 people, but they want it to be unique and special and VIP. So we've even had, a wedding ring with a little, champagne glass be delivered by a drone for a proposal. So we do things that are really out of the box,
So who
thinking out.
thinks of all these ideas? It looks like.
My husband
As
and
I speak.
myself. My husband and myself.
So you work
Guillermo.
together as a husband and
We
wife
do,
team.
and this is when we met. We don't look like this anymore.
Yeah,
but
oh,
this
I
is-
went before.
that's how I met my husband.
This.
I was.
You've got to see this.
This
Look.
is us, and this is how it all started. And
So you're very, very compatible together.
we are, and he comes also from a production event business background, and both of us come from the same similar background. So it's been,
And you've managed to mold. Does she have any children?
just my mother living with us is a little demanding at times, but no, we actually, it was a long thought of thinking, that was a big decision
big-
that we made,
yeah, for
but
two
we
people,
we
but,
decided against that because of the way the world is nowadays. We love traveling, and we don't want to be the kind of people that are
Put your child here and I'm going away.
no, we're 100%. We do that for our clients. We're 100%. I want to be 100% here and present for you. I want to be 100%.
Well, you are. She's amazing, isn't she?
And thank you. And so are you. And
Thank
we're
you.
so grateful that we have people like you in Las Vegas that can continue on this important work and
Well, it is important. It's
people
important to
need
get
to
people
know.
out there. Yes, they need to
and
know.
you are a huge big present and gift to
Thank you.
Las Vegas, and
Thank
I
you.
appreciate you very
Isn't that
much
sweet?
because
So you must have seen my shows before then.
absolutely, of course, sure.
Isn't that wonderful when you think, you do all these shows and you have your staff. I've got Steve and I've got Lynn and I've got all these people working around here and we're putting all this together for Vegas. And when you get noticed, it's pretty cool. You think, oh wow, we're doing this. Or does everybody understand what we're doing? And what we really do, what Vegas Live with Ninon really does, is we present people like you.
Thank you.
To come out, and so we know what she does, so we can, and you put your phone number, I guess, giving your phone number.
We all need to
everything else.
support one another. I think this
Yes.
is important as women in business and women
Yes.
that are extraordinary women in business. And I always believe that to be successful, you never need to ask permission to be a success. You just
Do it.
Do it, and that's how
Yeah.
our business started. 22 years ago. Basically, we've developed so many unique out-of-the-box situations, for our clients
Yeah.
to choose from.
Yes.
And right now we are keeping in mind that we got through 2008. This has given us
We
an
survived.
opportunity to reinvent and push more of what we've always had, but we
Yes.
just kind of sometimes you get a lot of the same requests, like
Well, you get caught up in that
Yeah.
kind of web, and
Yeah.
I think you want to get out of that web and have something different, which you do have, but they incorporate everything in what they do. Can you give your website out again and your phone
Yes.
number?
Thank you. It's www.everythingentertainment.cc, like ABC. So instead of .com, it's CC. And we can also be found on Instagram and Facebook. And our telephone number is 702 251 4237. And we also have a 1-800 number, but that's on our website because I don't have that memorized. But our Orange County office number is 949 375 1291. And you can, go to our website. I invite you to do that. Take a look at all of our different offerings, and we will specifically design and create just for you, and we'll work with your budget. Everybody's going through a situation right
That's
now,
wonderful. I love that.
So,
I love to work with your budget, do what we can for you.
We've had to readjust things, and
it's wonderful. Do you know why? Because it gives us another avenue where to go, what to. Our brains now start working in a different way, which we never worked before. So, familiarity breeds contempt, and sometimes we're not there right now because we have to create and do things differently. I happen to love it because I get people like you coming on my show. We learn about something that we never knew before. So now we know that you can actually take care of the COVID-19 right now, of all the entertainment and things you put together.
We're all
you
ready
know
to
the
work,
rules,
absolutely.
they know the rules, they know everything. Thank you so much.
And we do flowers and props and decor as well. So
they do everything.
Yeah, we
they
do. We have a
do
beautiful flower design department. My mother owned the MGM flower shop years ago.
Oh, really?
With Dr. Saul DeLee.
Mama was
So
Gloria
White. We've got
gorgeous.
a lot of things under our umbrella, and we're here to support you as well, Ninon.
Well, thank you very much.
Appreciate the time very
Isn't
much.
That wonderful? Well, amazing. So don't forget, you've got all the phone numbers out there. You've got all the websites. You've got everything out there. So whatever you need, don't be afraid because COVID-19. She will sort it out.
Oh, we're here to make your special event, even if it's for 5 people or 2 people.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, and like I said, we make
I love that.
We
make
do
it
that as
romantic.
well. We
Dinner
actually, and we have the violin players show up with the flower. 2,
you can have that at your house
dozen
too.
Florals.
I'm inventing something right now.
Absolutely.
She could have a beautiful dinner for 2 with the flowers and the music and the dancing and the whole bit.
And we've done that, and they love it.
Oh,
it's
my
just,
goodness.
We'll do that for you. We have to. When's your birthday?
For my birthday. That's very sweet. Thank you for watching
Absolutely.
Vegas Live
Thank
with
you.
Ninon. Don't forget to subscribe at YouTube. We also are going to be on the Win Network, which is starting December the 1st. This is amazing. We're going to be on at 10 p.m. Not a.m., it's p.m. at night, and we're going to be kind of all over the world because that's what goes on right now anyway. So when you are on one platform, you seem to end up on all the other platforms. So don't forget, Win Network starting December. I don't know what the date is, but it's the beginning of December, and it'll be 10 p.m. for 1 hour. We'll be right back with our next guest. Take care.
Thank you.
If you enjoyed the last show we just did and all the other shows, don't forget to subscribe Vegas Live with Ninon on YouTube. We've got plenty more coming up and our guests are amazing. So don't forget to subscribe. We'll be right back. Vegas Live with Ninon.